Chats, episode 12, my favorite Ness main. And who is everyone's favorite Ness main? That is, of course, Psy Guy. What?
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 Sorry, I zoned out there. We talking Smash 4, Melee? Yeah, he's in
Melee
64,
Ness
right?
names?
No, this is your
Yes,
this is
he's in
your
64.
this is your title, Mitch.
Oh yeah, you stole it from me, you son of a Mitch.
I play Ness in every Smash game, so you could pick any
Okay.
Smash game.
No, you don't.
Is there a
Liar.
Smash game Ness isn't in?
No.
Oh, Rivals of Aether.
Oh yeah, he's not in Rivals of Aether.
Yeah, so I gotta go with the only Rivals of Aether player I know, Alpha Rad.
Yeah, does anyone play that game? Or
I have played it.
okay.
I would not call myself a Rivals of Aether player.
If I was interested in playing fake fighting games, I would play it. And I say that as sarcastically as I can.
I think you need to lay the sarcasm on a little thicker. Didn't quite catch it. All right, anyway, let's get started with our first topic, which is we got a release date for the new Spider-Man game, September 7th, PS4 exclusive. Cool.
Well, Joe's not here, so
Yeah, Joe wasn't here though.
I don't think anyone actually cares.
Okay.
I think I am looking forward to it.
If they make it the Arkham Asylum of Spider-Man games, I'll be hyped. But
it's clearly going to be game of.
It's probably
Next
going
topic.
to be garbage.
I mean, wasn't like Spider-Man 2, I think it was, for like the PS1 or something, was actually really good.
Yeah.
It's just the
PS2.
freeform like web swinging mechanic. That was like the good part of that game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's all honestly that's like all it needs. They need like a big city that has some interesting stuff to do with web swinging. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Web of Shadows was decent.
It was okay.
Yeah.
Which Spider-Man
Shattered
game was
Dimensions.
the one that had that cutscene where it has a bunch of quick time events, and at the end they just like fail it and they just fall over and explode?
I
think that might be one.
That sounds
Are you talking
excellent.
about one? Are you talking about the one where like Spider-Man falls flat on his face and then the girl says, "I'm going to die," and then there's an explosion?
Yeah, that one. Which one does that come from?
I think that's one,
Okay.
That sounds excellent.
but I don't know for sure.
That's amazing.
Oh, anyway, if this game is like Spider-Man 2, then it should be good. All it needs is a freeform web swinging mechanic that isn't garbage.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. So I think we move on to our next topic, which is Steam basically deleting everything about the Steam machine off of Steam.
What?
Did anyone buy the Steam machine?
The what?
This Steam's home console.
Yeah, I heard about this in like high school, and then it kind of dropped off.
It was released.
They released around the same time as PS4 and Xbox One.
Oh.
Nobody bought them. Because there's 50 of them, and all of them are essentially, they're all pretty much Alienware computers. They cost way more than they're worth.
I've heard more about the Ouya than the Steam machine.
Oh, yeah.
That had a little stint.
Yeah.
I remember they showed up at E3 and they had to leave, and then they set up across the street and got kicked out.
So, yeah. They're still working on the Steam OS, on the Linux, like making Linux more game friendly and helping game developers port games to Linux and all that good kind of stuff. But they're like, yeah, Steam machine though, we're gonna go ahead and back off the hardware thing.
That sounds like a good idea. That sounds like a smart business move on their part.
Yep, and they have a short little blog post saying it. And
Didn't work out.
Does anyone care?
I mean, no. I mean, what's there to say about this? I mean,
Valve should
Could have been big,
start making games.
but wasn't. Very
Yeah,
sad. But
it
hey, we
wasn't.
got the big picture out of that, and that's been ruining gaming experiences forever, or ever since.
Yeah, that's true. We did get big picture mode out of it,
Yeah.
which some people actually use and like.
See, I always found that I play games with the controller a lot. I would accidentally hit the home button, and then it would try to open games for Windows Live or whatever the Microsoft gaming service is, and the big picture, and they just like start fighting each other. It got really obnoxious.
That's excellent. All right. We bolded this topic. I don't know if anyone actually, or no, we didn't bold this topic. Ignore me.
Okay.
All right.
Rip.
Next topic.
I'm very confused.
Don't matter. Street Fighter, the board game, the miniatures game.
So is that like a Toys to Life kind of thing, or is that more like Monopoly?
What?
Is it Street Fighter Monopoly, or is it like a Spyro?
You're not helping me here. I don't know. I'm not familiar with like any of these.
You're not familiar with Monopoly?
I'm familiar with All right. I know Monopoly. I know Spyro the game series, but you're gonna have to help me out beyond that.
He means Skylanders, like Toys to Life.
don't
It's
think
not.
Amiibo,
It's
like,
not
except-
Toys to Life. It's
Yeah.
a board game.
Yeah. Okay.
Angry
Angry Joe is a co-developer in this, and that's like all I know about it.
Yeah,
He released a video of YouTube, and he was like, "Support my game," and then I didn't watch it.
Sounds like Angry Joe.
see. I don't really know that much about what this game is, but it looks like the real appeal of it is these extremely detailed miniature figures.
It's like
Yeah, he looks sick.
Amiibo are worth $60. There's only one worth $60, and it's a giant Yoshi.
Do you
Yeah,
want that
so-
amiibo?
I have that Amiibo.
Did you pay $60 for it?
I paid in tournament winnings.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you bought that with the.
It was the
Yeah,
only
the
way I could
tournament.
justify it.
Are any of us here not professional Smash players?
Professional?
Professional?
I
You
mean, I
made
guess
money
I have.
playing Smash.
I
Yes.
guess, but it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, we've all made money playing
I
Smash,
consider myself. Yeah,
You
I consider
better
myself
believe-
competitive.
but you've
You
made
better
money.
believe that my
You have
Tinder
made money.
profile Says that I'm a professional Smash player.
I need to get to that professional fighter Z because I'm getting halfway decent. Yesterday I had my rank back down under 5 digits, and then
Oh,
I
man.
didn't play and I was back up.
You should go to Evo and beat Levin.
Yeah, Mitch coming to
Yeah,
Evo.
man.
Get to top 7,000 and then you're 1 in a million.
I actually was top 7,000 for a while. I was actually top 1,000 for a while, but that was in the first weekend when, and then I immediately dropped down 40,000 ranks, just because I didn't play for a day.
Sounds about right.
Wow. Way to go.
But
Went
If
out like
you-
a buster.
if you want this game, it's gonna
The
cost
Street Fighter
you
game.
$80 to pledge.
Woo!
And that gets
I'm
you
good.
the game, right?
It gets you the game, yes. It gets you the game with the just the 8 figures.
Do we know what the 8 figures are?
Yes. The 8 figures are Ryu, Chun-Li, Ken, Zangief,
Zangief,
Sagat,
Sagat,
one
and Vega,
Which one's
Vega,
the Wolverine-looking guy?
Akuma, and
Vega.
Okay.
and Bison.
Yeah. Isn't M. Bison like the main bad guy of Street
Yes.
Fighter?
Yeah, he's like the psychic Nazi, right?
Yes. You
Yep.
can also say Akuma's kind of the main bad guy, but I mean it's really in Bison.
Does it really have bad guys? It's just like does it have a well thought out like story to it, or is it just a bunch of people with backstories?
Kind of both.
Not that I'm trying to belittle it. I'm just wondering.
There's a comic and stuff. There's lore behind it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mauricio would be more inclined to comment on that.
I didn't actually
I
know
wish I
that.
played Street
When's he
Fighter.
coming back?
We don't know. He's on
yeah.
a business trip right now.
Yeah, he's in Cali right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, some of these figures look pretty good though.
They look more high quality than the amiibos that Nintendo releases.
Oh,
Yeah. Though then again, this
I know.
is
Well, yeah.
this isn't these are not the final products.
Yeah, and you got the Watch Dogs Ubisoft effect.
Right. We gotta
Actually,
be.
Amiibo effect.
Yeah, like the
Did
amiibos
the
look pretty
amiibos
good
look-
for the most part. But like these are absurdly detailed. I'm skeptical.
I mean, the Amiibos were absurdly detailed, and then they released.
And then they weren't.
Yeah, but these are like on a whole different level.
Like, wasn't Peach's dress made of like actual cloth or something?
That actually seems like a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed it, but
Like this Ryu one or the Chun-Li one. There's a lot of detail there.
Chun-Li, the original stick.
The original thick. World's strongest woman.
Okay. I'm reading
Ronda
like
Rousey?
the rules behind it. They try to make it simple. So you just draw 2 cards from your deck, you move your character, and then you choose an action for your character.
Yeah, the game doesn't look super interesting. Which, like,
Yeah.
seems kind of important. It looks like they spent a lot of time on these models, though. But
I think Jake was right when he said the main draw figures.
yeah, and like to be fair,
And we don't even know if
eight
figures are
really
gonna look
high.
that good.
Yeah, if these figures really do look this good, then $80 for 8 super high quality figures and a game with it, $80 seems fair.
Absolutely.
I mean,
$80 seems like
the Dragon Ball Z figures they sell of similar quality are around that price range for a single one. So
Right.
you know, something's not adding up here.
Yeah. They also have a size comparison with Amiibo, and they're a little bit larger than Amiibos.
Oh, wait, well.
wait.
I
So
look
is
at
it
my
like
DBZ figures and my Amiibos? Yeah, my DBZ figures are at least twice the size of an Amiibo.
Yeah.
what is
So-
the gameplay like? You said you read the rules.
Yeah, okay. So you draw 2 cards from your deck at the beginning of your
Yeah.
turn. Then you move your figure in any direction on the board game. And
Mhm.
after that, you either move. You take 2 actions. You move, draw, or you play a card.
So you do 2 of those 3 things.
Yeah.
Do you discard your hand at the end of turn?
No, I don't think so.
Games like that typically have a rule like that.
Okay.
'Cause otherwise, early game you would just like hoard cards. I feel, assuming that card advantage is good. And I can't imagine a reason why card advantage would be bad.
Yeah. I don't see anything about discarding or you discard certain cards if you choose to block once you're on
Does it have the
defense.
Shadow Realm?
Does it have a Shadow Realm? I don't think so.
No, it's not a real card game.
True.
So wait, is it like are the cards most of the mechanics? Like that was poorly phrased.
I get what you mean. Yeah, is
Are
it a
the
card
cards,
game?
Like
Like-
most of the gameplay.
I think
Like,
most of the
just-
gameplay is like the decision on whether or not you like on that decision phase, like the fight one, whether you move, draw, or play a card. I'm guessing that's where the most of the gameplay lies.
Is there gonna be like do the figures themselves matter?
Yeah. Well,
So, like
I
playing
don't-
Chun-Li is gonna be different than playing M Bison.
it's a good question. No, I don't think so.
Maybe they have
Huh.
special abilities.
Do you say anything about that?
No.
Okay.
That seems like a weird decision. Like, how are they gonna like? I think
No, wait, no. They each have each character has their own deck of cards.
There you go.
Oh,
them.
okay,
So every character's got their own whole deck.
okay, that's cool.
There's also destructible stage terrain. I don't know how this works.
It's kind of neat.
That sounds
Or
optional.
do they plan on releasing additional figures in the future?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they
I
have
think so.
different packs.
They have some like
Based on the
sprinkles
Street
and
Fighter
stuff
games.
for like more.
As long as those other characters are not way better than the starting characters, that sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they've got some for like some classic characters: Street Fighter 1, 3, 4.
Alphas and Street Fighter
was
1,
just
but yeah.
Ryu and Ken, wasn't it?
Yeah, Street Fighter 1 is just Ryu and Ken.
And they're literal
that's it.
clones.
Yeah.
Like, there's no difference between them.
Street Fighter 1 actually isn't a fighting game. It's like well, I mean, it is a fighting game,
Yeah,
technically, but it's terrible.
weren't they called beat 'em ups back then? Like they were indistinguishable from like those side scrolling where you just run around and punch people.
Yeah.
Those games were awesome.
They're also
I
gone.
mean,
It's
through
unfortunate.
rose-tinted glasses, those games are awesome. I don't know if they're actually good or
Dude,
fun.
I played the Power Ranger one more than I should have, and I don't think I ever got like past the second level. I don't know, man. I love them. They probably weren't good.
Nah, you're right. But they're fun. I mean, tons of people have fond memories of those games.
And that's probably why they won't make any more, because they don't want people to lose those memories.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Also, it looks like this is being built on a mechanics platform that's meant to be like cross-compatible with other future releases. So, like, there might be a Street Fighter one and a Capcom one and all that, and they should be able to be played with each other.
This has the
Huh.
potential to be cool, but I don't think it's going to be cool.
Yeah, I'm feeling similar. The figures are certainly cool if they
Yeah.
live up to their renders and the
I
pre-production.
feel like some of my friends at my old school are going to buy the game, and I'll play it when I visit them. When's it coming out?
March of 2019.
Oh, never mind. I'm never going to play this.
2019, really? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the Kickstarter's also raised $297,000 in its first day. So, it's pretty good.
Out of
Out of 400,000.
That's their pledge goal.
Yeah, so
Wow.
they're 75% the way there in one day. They'll
Yeah.
yeah.
That's pretty good.
They're gonna hit their goal.
Decent.
Is this a Shenmue 3 all over again?
Wait, oh yeah, what was with that? They announced that at E3 like what 3 years ago?
3 years ago, it still hasn't come out.
Have you even talked about it since then?
No. We don't know what's going on with Shenmue 3.
Huh.
And it's really funny because it like broke the internet.
Well, anyway,
Oh, what fun.
Street Fighter miniatures game. Would you buy it?
No.
Street Fighter what?
Street
Say that
Fighter the
again?
miniatures game. If it was available right now and like everything that they said here is correct, the figures look amazing, etc., etc., would you buy it?
I have enough Street Fighter paraphernalia.
I would buy it if it's like
Do you have any,
30 or 40 bucks.
Mitch?
I have this thing. I'm gonna put a picture of it. Give me a second.
What about you, Dan?
No. But I like know people who 100% would buy it. So I would
Mauricio
just
might buy this.
Mauricio
play
might
it
want it.
with them.
I can see that. But all right, I think we're good to move on to the next topic.
There you
This
go.
is Mitch. This topic is mostly on you.
Okay,
Dark
that not going.
Dark Soul remasters detail.
Yeah, so the remaster got a. Sorry, multitasking. The remaster got some more details, and it looks better. So obviously, like they've got a bunch of more stuff in the background is animated. There's a lot more lighting. You know, everything just looks nicer. They've added some quality of life stuff, like in the later games you could like hold down the item swap button and it would shift to your first one. They added that. Added a few other things. I don't know the whole list. And then people are really mad because they wanted it to like, you know, this is obviously controversial, right? So they wanted it to be like Dark Souls 3. They wanted it to have the same combat system for whatever reason.
That's
Apparently
interesting.
that's a problem.
I'm
But yeah,
surprised they would
it's
be changing it.
Dark Souls 1, but it looks nicer.
Also, apparently PvP has gotten better.
I don't know, man.
Well, the thing I'm looking at right now says maximum players increased from 4 to 6. Password
Oh.
matchmaking now available. Hosts level will be
Quality of life.
adjusted to match a higher level guest character. Healing items removed from PvP except for Estus flasks, and Estus flasks are halved for phantoms. And there's other stuff too.
So PvP wasn't in the original Dark Souls.
No, it was. It
It was.
was
Oh, it was.
just
They've improved it.
they've improved it.
They removed it. Okay.
Yeah. These are the improvements on the original PvP.
Okay.
So basically making Dark Souls PvP more like Dark Souls 3 PvP.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry,
Uh,
Mitch, are you
I
just
got
posting
that
pictures
picture of my
your
paraphernalia.
Street Fighter paraphernalia?
Yeah, my Street Fighter paraphernalia.
Yep.
Can the stream see this?
Yeah, the stream can see this.
Good.
It's a shot glass
It's
with Ryu on it.
It's a shot glass with Ryu on it.
I also have one with Mega Man on it. I won them in an auction back in high school. I was at the
Were you one that
Borderlands
was in
2.
high school?
Yeah, I was at the Borderlands 2 midnight launch back when I was hoping that would be a good game. That's a story
Wasn't
for another
Borderlands
day.
2 good?
Borderlands 2
I
is
mean, if you ask like most people, yeah, but it's not. It's actually terrible.
Huh.
I agree with you, Mitch, because I got stuck.
This isn't a time for a Borderlands rant. It's never time for a Borderlands rant. I put this behind me. I have moved on.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah.
This me too much.
I wanted it in an auction that I got to enter for free.
I think that's a perfect segue into our next topic. Overwatch League player gets 3-game suspension and streaming privileges revoked for racist gesture.
I think he had like a $6,000 fine on top of that.
3,000.
So he squinted his eyes on a Twitch stream. And
Well, he took his hands and he like pulled them.
I mean, that's what I meant. Yeah, he like stretched his eyes. GG.
As someone in the comment section said a baseball player did this, and they had a similar suspension.
Mm-hmm.
So, but since baseball player actually makes money, he lost around 100K, whereas this guy's lost around 6K.
3K. But oh nope, never mind. You're right. 6K. But 3,000 of it is a donation he's making to the Anti-Defamation League. So he's voluntarily giving another 3,000.
Anywho, that just goes to show when you are representing a company that is much bigger than yourself, you need to act professionally.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's very hard in a toxic environment of League of Overwatch. FGC, the Overwatch community, is very bad about that.
I don't know what it's always confusing to me when like it's like the Overwatch League, but the word league makes me think of League of Legends in the context of video games. But
In
like,
the context of video games, League makes me think of vomiting.
Yo, me too.
true.
Did you see? Speaking of League, you see
Me too.
Donkey's League video?
He made a league video. I thought he quit.
Yeah, it was an April Fool's joke. So it was
Oh.
actually a video about Spider-Man,
Okay.
the movie, the third one that was apparently good, but everyone hated it.
Oh
'cause
no,
they can't.
it wasn't good, but okay.
Are you guys talking about like the?
OG Spider-Man, from the '60s. I mean, yeah, the Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire. I wanted to say Tobey Maguire, but for some reason I thought he was a baseball player and not an actor.
That's Mark Maguire.
Okay. Anyway, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 3 was trash.
Yeah.
Anyone wants to know my opinion?
Yes.
What an
They should get-
unpopular opinion shared by no one in this particular group.
Sorry, I was gone. I
I
didn't know.
mean, I remember when I watched it, I was like, what, 12, and I had no taste. I was like, oh, cool, that's the Spider-Man, but he's black. I love black people. I'm not racist. And here we are, still not racist.
I watched
And they
it
got
when
me-
I was a kid, and I got through half of it, and then I stopped watching.
I watched that movie in theaters.
I'm so
I did
sorry.
Skip I
Yeah.
did skip the cringe. I will admit that. I did skip through the cringe. Eight-year-old me couldn't take that.
Apparently, the cringe is intentional and like not one of the bad things about the movie.
Yeah,
Peter Parker's supposed to be acting what he thinks a cool, confident person acts like, not
He pulls it
actually
off
what a
well.
cool, confident.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Pulls it off
that's
well
fine.
because I could not handle it, and that was the point. I think.
The bad part's Venom, and like the changes to the backstory with Peter
And-
Parker and,
and
his,
the
and his
plot.
uncle,
And the
And
movie.
like
and the plot in the movie.
the casting of Venom.
Yeah, yeah.
I need pictures of Spider-Man. So I love the memes around that.
Well,
It's okay. The new Venom movie is gonna save the
Probably trash.
Spider-Verse. Just wait. Tom
Did
Hardy's gonna
Homecoming not
save.
do that? What about that? What about that stop
Wait,
motion one
so,
or whatever?
The animated one with
Yeah.
Miles. That actually looks good, so we'll see.
does it?
Is Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, is that still a thing, or is just Marvel completely taken over?
Marvel ate him.
Well,
And now he's Iron Spider.
Sony has a deal with Marvel, and they Marvel kind of rebooted the Spider-Verse with Tom Hardy. Well, Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but not with Tom Hardy, Tom Holland.
And Tom
Sony
Holland
still
looks
has the
like he
rights to the Spider-Verse, so that's why they're making a Venom movie, where Marvel has the rights to the character, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's a very weird.
And Tom Holland looks like he has a frog in his mouth.
Tom Hardy,
Holland.
Holland, yeah, okay.
Wait, what?
He looks like he's 15, but he's actually 21, like me.
Jeez.
Really?
It's scary how actors are actually finally younger than me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shit. I never thought of that.
Yeah, how about that? Anyway, Mitch, this is on
It's
you.
like, look at what they're doing with their lives, and look what I'm doing in my life. I'm just in a PhD program. Jeez.
We playing that game?
I'm sorry, Mr. Freeman. Dr. Mitch has better things to do.
Hey, you don't know. Maybe I'm Jacob Freeman Esquire. You know.
You're not.
You're really not.
I do know.
Wow. What if I've
Cloud mains, I swear.
what if I'm Sir Jacob Freeman?
You're not.
I might have been knighted.
You're
You
not.
weren't.
How?
What?
What have you done to be knighted?
I've done.
Yeah. What
Yes,
deeds
tell us
have
of your
you done
heroic
that would
deeds.
that would result in a knighting?
I can't really tell you.
Yes, you can.
Well, no, I can. That's not public information yet.
But it is.
You guys don't even know I've been knighted. You're not allowed to know that.
Okay.
Oh, that you just
So
told
if
us
I
that.
go and tell the queen right now that you've
No,
been
you
telling
wouldn't.
people that you're knighted, you'll get in trouble.
No.
He'll
Don't tell
probably lose
Lizzie.
his knighthood. I'm gonna go call her up right now.
Yeah, please do.
All right.
No, leave
Be right
Lizzie
back.
out of this.
Keep Lizzie out of this.
You're on a first name. You're on a nickname basis with the Queen of England. God.
Well,
Are you going to the wedding for
Duh.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, Jake?
nah.
Nah.
Oh, we have a
Nah.
bit of a beef.
Okay.
Told her. She said, "Who are you and how did you get this number?" And then she also said, "Who the hell is Jake Freeman?"
Oh, she doesn't
Wow,
know
then
me
she
as
just
she
got
knows me
busted.
as she knows me as Sir Jacob Freeman. Thank you.
I think Jake just got busted.
I think
100%.
Jake just got busted pretty hard.
All right, then. I think it's time to go to the next topic, which is on Mitch. PlayStation
Yeah.
Plus
Again?
free games for April.
Oh
Suck.
yeah,
They're
they're
trash.
trash.
They're trash.
Mad
Well,
Max.
they had that one good month.
They had one good month. We're back to below mediocrity. Gotta even it out.
Hold
It's
on.
not a good pay for this service.
Hold on. What about In Space We Brawl for the PS3?
Huh?
It's got Brawl in the title. It can't be that
It's got
bad.
Brawl in the title.
Well,
But tis.
I don't know what a toy home for the PS3 is.
I mean, like Mad Max is the only halfway decent game, and that was a movie game. A
Yeah.
movie game people liked, oddly enough, but like,
See, so
you know,
that's
it's
something.
trash. Then you have some
I mean-
shitty arcade game no one wants to play.
Hubert rebooted.
Ugh.
So if you want the reboot of Hubert,
Did you know that Mad Max didn't have a script or a screenplay at all?
The original or Fury
So,
Road?
like
A
the
Fury
room.
Road.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I
There was
believe
all
that.
Storyboards. There was no script.
I believe
I'm not sure how much I buy that.
There's a really good video on it where someone talks about why a script would just like make the movie worse.
There was
But-
a really good video on
But
why.
how on
proof.
earth did they like budget and or make good? I mean, a story had to have been written, right?
Storyboards. There was no written word script. There were thousands of drawings done before like the movie was.
God, I
finished
thought you
and
said
everything.
no storyboards. Got it.
But when you have
Oh.
names like
I
the
thought-
Immorticon, then like you can believe that there's no
Morton
script.
Joe.
Yeah. No, okay. At first I thought you said no script, no storyboard, and I'm like, what? How is that possible? Just make it up as you go. Got it. All right, that's pretty cool. That is a cool fact.
Yeah.
All right, Mitch.
Wait.
So-
Okay.
Mitch, I got
How do
another
you go
topic
from
for you.
Bloodborne to this list of trash?
Because
What the
they spent all their money on Bloodborne.
Yeah,
They own Bloodborne. Like
you got Bloodborne.
they
You're gonna get
They
trash
gave
for
up-
the rest of the year now.
they
GG.
gave you Bloodborne for free, so you would buy the DLC. Like, ugh.
I see.
They had one good month, and now we're back to this.
But was that month really good? Mighty Number 9 was on that list of free games.
Yeah, but it was the third game.
Mighty
We normally
Number
get
9.
two.
It ruined that list because it's on there.
Look, it's not Code Geass, okay? You can just ignore it. It doesn't go around pretending to be a mecha.
Oof. I felt that. It's okay. Code Geass is a good anime. You're just not a
Is it? I'm pretty sure it's terrible.
nah.
I'm pretty sure they were very clear about that. Like there wasn't really much room for ambiguity there. It was like, it's doing all right. Now it's terrible. Wait, it was always terrible. They actually retconned the show to be terrible. Like
The
that was the only
twist,
change they made.
the twist in season 1
That's
upon
not a
reflection.
twist.
Yeah.
Whatever you call it.
There's a fuck up.
It's still a twist, a bad twist. It isn't the best.
It's not a
upon
twist. What part of that is a twist?
You didn't see it coming.
Of course not, because it's bad writing.
Nah.
Bad writing can be very predictable.
It can also be
The
unpredictable.
exact moment he learns that he can't control his power is the same moment he says, it would be kind of funny if I said, kill the
Kill all
Japanese.
the Japanese. Yeah, spoilers. And then things happen. You know.
God. Is that a 6-year-old write that? Like,
They wanted to
Yeah.
shock you.
it must have been the Pizza Hut sponsors. You think they'll cut out all the Pizza Hut scenes in the movies?
Movies.
Yeah, they're remaking the first 2 seasons as movies before season 3 launches.
Wait, that's
Ew.
still a thing? I thought they canceled that.
No,
I haven't heard a word about R3. Okay.
they're releasing 2 movies.
All right. Anyway, to get things back on topic here, you guys talk about
We
your
need to
weeb
do that?
stuff offline. All right,
Yeah.
Oh,
Mitch.
please, our 2 listeners. Oh, what's up?
Mitch, this is your topic.
I'm one of the listeners.
I've actually got
Skyrim
this
updates
week.
breaking SKSE 64 again.
Oh, that happened.
Yeah, so SKSE64 is essentially a mod tool that you use to extend the scripts in I forget what they call them. I don't know. Don't know. It's pretty much like hacking into the engine and unlocking more functionality. And it took ages, like way longer than it should have, to get this thing working on the SE version. Because they moved to 64-bit, and that makes everything harder. At least in terms of the backdooring into the engine. Which is funny because all the other mounting aspects are way easier now. You can do so much more with the game. They finally got this thing working, and the first thing that I did was patch it. And then they released the creation flow, because if they patch the Skyrim loader or launcher, SKSE has to pretty much start over. I mean, okay, starting over is a bit extreme, but they have to update some stuff because stuff moves around. So your game can't run anymore until that fixes. And of course, they have 2 people on the project who do it in their spare time. So, it's been a constant battle of they released the creation kit, and every time they update that, they have to update SKSE. They released an update like yesterday to patch a wolf howling glitch. Like it's what the one bug they patch of the thousands. Like there's their fan-made documented list of bugs that are trivial to patch because modders they pick one in that list that's a wolf howling out of sync with its animation. Like, why? They broke SKSE 64 for this? Why? Most people had already modded that into the game to be fixed.
Also, by a quick Google search, because I searched this because there wasn't like an article or anything linked, so I searched it and I got tons of results from like, there's like October 2017, November 2017, December 2017, January. Like it seems like they do this pretty
Yeah.
often.
It's because of the Creation Club. So whenever that gets an update or something changes there, it breaks it. Because this KSE 64 is feature complete, but it's still in the alpha, and the devs aren't say we're real computer scientists. We won't move it up to beta until Bethesda stops updating their game.
So there's a standstill.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's nothing else for them to do. It's literally just a name change.
Yeah, Skyrim keeps making breaking changes. So
Yeah.
I guess what else can you do?
I'm on one of the Steam community forums, and like one of the comments to this as a solution is to play a different game.
So people have they have written like you can launch Steam with specific codes and stuff. Like you have like a little command line you can enter, which will run something every time you open the game, and they have ways to make it to stop updating. It's like this will work until Steam crashes and deletes all of that,
Mhm.
and then it'll just update.
You could also like block certain ports that like stop Steam from being able to download games. So when it tries to do the updates, it'll just always fail.
Mm.
Of course, that
Fun
prevents
stuff
you
like
from updating any of your games, but
That's a small price to pay.
small price to pay to keep your Skyrim mod loader working.
Takes days.
I
to
never
set
even
that shit
switched to special edition, so
Yeah, or don't
it-
play
it-
special edition unless you want the better mods or whatever.
Well, I mean they're getting there with the mods. There have been a few that are exclusive that are good, but yeah, the original of course has more because it's been around longer. But the special edition doesn't crash as much. Like it actually runs well. Because you can imagine, the original Skyrim had to run on a 360 and a PS3, which had like what 256 megabytes of RAM.
Yeah.
You can imagine running into some problems with a game like that.
Crash Fixes does a pretty good job of mostly handling that.
Yeah. But
Well-
SE just has that pretty much built in, and then you can get crash fixes too.
Yeah.
Well, totally related.
Mhm.
Shadow of War permanently removes microtransactions 6 months after release.
Wait,
When
what
it doesn't
was
matter.
removed?
See,
Alright,
I think
I
that's
got
good,
the-
and I think that's really bad precedence. I don't want games to launch with microtransactions and remove them. I'd rather them just not have them.
By the way,
Yeah.
they're removing microtransactions on May 8th. That's an important detail.
2 months.
In 2 months, they will
What are the
remove
micro-
Yeah.
microtransactions. So they're basically saying, hey, whales, spend as
If you
much
wanna
money
buy
as you
'em, yeah.
can now. Spend
What are
your
the
money now.
microtransactions in that game?
Is that really like that bad for
I
them
mean,
to
do
do?
you expect them to remove it without any notice?
I would be mad as a consumer if they removed it without any notice.
Yeah, but 2
Unless
months?
they're giving you everything that you could get with microtransactions, which I doubt.
I mean, they probably don't have many people working on the game. They probably have to assemble a team to do that. I don't know,
That's probably
Team-
not.
team of one guy, but probably some
like,
paperwork.
what
to
can you
Russian.
get with microtransactions in this game,
Yeah.
and then what happens
You
once they
recruit
go away?
orcs,
Yeah.
like high level orcs.
It's pretty much
Oh.
it's mostly for PvP. So
Yep.
you essentially you're supposed to grind out to get these orcs, or you can just buy them.
Yeah,
And so
it's
then you
pay
can
to
launch
win.
your army of orcs against someone else, and then
It's
you
pay
know,
to win.
there's-
Okay.
if you want to maintain a castle or whatever, I've never played the game, so I'm paraphrasing what I've heard. But if you want to maintain your castle or be able to keep attacking you, you have to have orcs, and if you don't buy them, you're gonna run out pretty quick. So yeah, pay to win.
That's lame.
So
But
it's
apparently
a
it's gonna be
bad
left
game.
Yeah, if I remember the gist of the single player microtransactions was people who only played the single player were confused that was even an option because they never needed it. Like there was never a point at which they felt like they needed to use that.
Mm-hmm.
The apparently
I was gonna say-
WB Games
Oh.
said stated that being able to buy orcs with real world money undermines the experiences born from Shadow of War's Nemesis system.
Yep.
That's
Or-
an
Wasn't the whole
interesting
point
conclusion
of
to come
Shadow
to.
of War?
That's an interesting conclusion to come to 6 months after launch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever their PR team needs to say to make them look
Yeah.
less bad.
And they're gonna add more ways to get orcs online in online games.
Oh, here you go.
And they're
Well,
apparently gonna add more legendaries.
here they said.
And I
Well,
don't mean add more new legendaries, just make more of them or something like. Have more of them present or something.
Hmm.
Just complement there no being loot boxes anymore.
maybe. They also said,
Wasn't
well,
there another controversy with Shadow of War or Shadow of Mordor, where WBB Games tried to use a dead employee as one
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
enemies or something. Yeah. Okay.
They added one of their employees died, so they added a charity DLC that was
Yeah.
you could buy a special orc who was like dedicated to this guy.
What if that
And
was in his will?
It was for charity, but the money only went to charity if you lived in these exclusive states, and there were like not even half of the states.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty
Okay,
messed up.
That's pretty bad.
That's messed up. Okay.
Heck,
Again, I don't remember the full details, but there were a lot of places where it just didn't go to charity, and I think it only applied in the U.S. So outside the U.S., it was just DLC.
That's a little messed up.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
bad.
I think they changed it later. I think they fixed it. I'm not really sure.
Mhm.
Can I put like a clause in my will where I allow any game company to use my likeness as DLC in their games?
Well, I mean, I don't think they can get away with stealing Ness and putting him in games. Just copyright infringement.
Mitch, I have disappointing news for you.
But by the time Dan dies, Ness will be in the public domain.
He'll be an adult.
I'm
But he's
also a
not gonna be
Jigglypuff main.
in Melee.
In every Smash game. Except for 64.
Isn't Jigglypuff the worst character in 2 games?
Is she the worst character
One
in Brawl?
game.
I thought that was Ganon. Yeah. Okay.
Isn't she terrible in Brawl?
Yes.
She's terrible,
She's
yeah.
terrible.
Bottom,
She's
Bottom
bottom
three.
4.
She's the only non-Zelda game in the bottom 5, I think. Or she's the only non-Zelda character in the bottom.
In the bottom 4, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's Jiggly, Link, Zelda, Ganon. Bottom 4 is dominated by Legend of Zelda characters.
Well, I mean, those characters never learned how to fight. I mean, they just stood there and stared at each other until one of them dropped their shield and got hit. So what do you expect?
I mean, that's Brawl. You just described Brawl.
Yeah, they should thrive in Brawl.
You like this game?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The best Smash game.
it's the best Smash game for sure.
I mean, I've come to a point where I love Smash 4, but I also spend most of my time bashing on it for being terrible.
But Smash 4 is actually terrible. I only joke.
it is pretty bad. God.
Let's just
Why
hope
is
Smash
Rage
5
a thing?
is
Who thought that was a good idea?
Sakurai.
Why
He's
does
gonna
For
make
Glory-
Smash 5 even worse.
Why does For Glory exist?
Okay. Sakurai tried before Glory. It isn't the best, but he tried to appease the competitive scene. You know.
Like it's like
He only made us
like I want
angrier.
this game to be more competitive. I'm not going to do any research as to what that means.
He did base his research on a meme. That did happen. You know.
Wait, what?
1v1 me Final Destination. That's
my
what For
God.
Glory is.
Oh
Final
my god.
Destination.
Oh my.
No items.
Yeah, no items.
Pox only. Final Destination. That's how the meme goes.
Oh,
Okay,
so
Smash 5 will be
wave
different.
cheat or fun cancel. Can't have any of
Wave
that.
shooter fun canceling.
Alright, well,
Hmm.
that's another perfect segue. You guys are really good at this today. Into our next
Okay.
topic. Fortnite live stream with 100 YouTubers draws in more than 1 million concurrent viewers on YouTube. On
Oh, it had
YouTube Live.
100 YouTube?
Yeah, 100 YouTubers in it.
Yeah, that 100 viewers on YouTube. It
No,
was
YouTubers.
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
So 100 you.
So they
100
had 100
YouTubers.
YouTubers in one battle royale game.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Okay.
okay. That makes more
Gotcha.
sense.
Yeah.
That's why I got so okay.
Yeah, it's
Right.
pretty,
Yeah, I
pretty
could see
closely
that.
related to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
That's more what Drake got, isn't it?
Yeah, over double.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
the
the
Fortnite takeover
highest.
is real.
This is the highest gaming live stream view count on
Everyone
either
plays
Twitch
Fortnite
or
now.
YouTube. It's not the record for YouTube concurrent watchers, but it is for gaming. So
I want to know what is the highest YouTube concurrent watchers.
it is the Red Bull, the 2012 Red Bull Stratos
Oh,
jump
the-
with 8
okay.
million concurrent viewers.
That's fair. That was 2012.
That was 2012, yeah.
Wow.
Also, it's kind of sad that YouTube set their live record in 2012.
Jeez.
Makes sense.
They've had 6 years since then to get a bigger live audience, but
Yes, but YouTube's objectively worse now than it was in 2012.
yeah, that's true. But the number of total YouTube views hasn't gone down substantially.
Because it's
So-
the only video broadcasting platform.
And that's just not
It
true.
has no competition, so
It just doesn't have any competition anywhere near the scale.
yeah,
That's the real problem because the
there's no
content
competition that matters.
it's because it's not that people don't want to go to other sites, it's that the content creators don't. Because there aren't enough people.
Yeah.
But that was last week's
Yeah.
topic.
Oh, they lose money on another platform.
I mean, they could do a real job.
We've talked about this. We talked about this a lot last week.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
You
my bad.
find that's a recurring trend here.
yeah. It is.
We just have one topic that segues into something we've already talked about, and then we talk about that. We've already done it like twice today.
yeah, we did.
Yeah. But that or yesterday? Yeah, the whole Battle Royale tournament totaled in 52 million unique views and 42 million unique views with 1.1 million watching concurrently.
Huh. How long did it last?
All day on March 25th.
24 hours?
I can't find exactly how long it is.
All day is not a very specific unit of time.
No, it's
Well, it
not.
could be if it's 24 hours.
Let's assume it's 24 hours. So that would mean, if it's 24 hours, that would mean their average viewer only watched for a half hour then, right? If we assumed they...
Yeah, that's
who would want to
pretty
watch that game?
reasonable.
Yeah. So...
I
Now,
mean,
if they stream for 12 hours, that means they only watched for 15 minutes. I don't know. Something doesn't seem quite right about that 42 million number.
No, it is YouTube. They could just be straight up lying to you. Wouldn't be out of character.
Hey, they told the truth last week and said that they're straight up not giving you all of your videos from a channel you subscribe
I mean,
to.
this number came
but-
from the head of YouTube Gaming, so
Chris.
Ryan Wyatt, head of AR, VR, and gaming at YouTube.
Oh, hey. Seems a lot of users are having their Epic Games account locked due to invalid login attempts.
Huh?
To me.
That happened to me. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, that's a new topic that I just found. Yeah, I got an email about that. I was like, oh, cool. They're protecting my identity or some shit. And then I don't have any games on that, so I was like, there's nothing for me to lose. I'm not going to reset the password.
Yeah, I
I'm just
don't
gonna
think
let it stay locked.
I don't even remember what the heck I had on that. I think I got some free thing in a Humble Bundle or something that I needed it for, something like that. Oh yeah, that's right. Not Rayman, or was it? Yeah, that Rayman Legends.
Rayman Legends,
Yeah,
the game that you hate.
You hate that game?
I do not hate
Yeah,
that
no,
game.
it's-
Everyone loved that game? Oh,
What do you
No,
mean?
he
I
hates
play.
it.
I like
Just Joel.
played like the whole
like-
thing in one
hates
sitting,
that game.
except
Oh,
for
No, he's
right,
like, I hate
you
it.
do hate that game because you can't hold A and D at the same time and
yeah.
just pick a direction and walk in it. You won't stand still.
It's too hard. Do you see my hands? This game destroyed them.
You sure? You sure? You sure it wasn't like Melee?
Yeah, it wasn't. It actually wasn't either. But
Then the truth comes out. He destroyed his own hands with a hammer and blamed it on the video games.
I never
More
blamed it on video
clickbait
games.
fodder for Fox News.
Video games actually do
destroy
cause
hands.
Video games do cause violence.
violence.
All right. The heck's the next topic? I lost my place. Oh yeah. Okay, this one's interesting. This one's interesting. Atari's new console.
What?
Why are they making consoles?
VCS.
Why? Who's gonna buy this?
So they
Wait, Atari still exists?
mhm.
Yes. Yeah.
So at the game developer conference, Atari brought a non-working prototype, though they assured them a working prototype exists. I don't know why they didn't bring it.
Oh, come on. Okay.
Atari
I'm sorry.
assured them.
Yo, I can join the wait list for the Atari VCS.
They showed off two controllers, one that's a classic Atari style controller, and one that's more like a pro controller type dealio with
Why would they release
a really crappy
classic
looking
controller
D-pad.
that we have had what 30, 40 years of controller development? They're just throwing that all away
Well,
for nostalgia.
I don't think it's nostalgia. I think the point is that it's gonna play other
You
things,
play
but
old
it's
Atari games on it?
right. It's gonna include like all the old Atari games.
So what the hell else are you gonna do with it?
Well, it runs Linux, so it's gonna.
Did you develop on it?
Yeah, there you go. Apparently,
I'm not sure if I like the design for this console.
it's small.
Yeah.
It looks like a modem.
Yeah, it
That's
does.
my-
Yeah, it looks like a router.
Yeah, it's got like a light and like 4 indicator lights on the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a router without the antennas. So it's
I
kind
think I'm
of
gonna tap out early. I'm getting kind of tired, and I have to wake up like super early tomorrow.
all right.
All right.
Goodbye forever.
All right.
See you, the
See ya.
favorite Ness mate.
Guys.
So you're out of the chat for good.
Oh,
Time we bring an
I
audience
didn't-
member in here.
I didn't see these close-up images. They used like there's wood grain on like the front
Yeah.
panel. Oh, that's so ugly.
Why though?
Why is it ugly, or why do they do it?
It's retro.
It's retro. Like the original Atari had wood, like the faux wood. They're trying to bring it back because Atari is running
Wait,
on
is that-
nostalgia here.
Yeah. So is there like a
Controller.
concept?
That looks like the most generic controller ever. Oh, it has an Ethernet port. It's already more high tech than Nintendo's latest console.
It does have an Ethernet port. Yeah, that controller looks like a fake
The most
Xbox 360
generic
controller.
Walmart controller you've ever seen.
Yeah, that controller has absolutely no. I don't know what it's missing either. It's got all the same crap that any other
Does this
controller.
console have some sort of like concept?
I don't.
What does it do?
I guess it plays
Um,
old Atari games.
All right, I can.
What?
All right, here. I'll read this as it says it. Atari VCS plays much more than the old Atari titles. While the console is meant to be in part of a celebration of Atari's long heritage, the Linux means there's nothing standing in the way of bridging an avalanche of Linux games to the system. The console features an Ethernet port to help it stream games, but it can also add external storage.
Oh my god.
It has Linux.
Yeah, it runs
Yeah.
Linux.
It runs
So
on
it's
Linux.
just a Steam machine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
without the Steam OS.
Who's gonna buy this?
I don't
The people
know.
who
I
didn't buy
have-
the Steam machine.
No idea. If Atari's proven anything over
mean,
the
don't-
last
don't
many
they know
years,
that
they
those
don't really
Atari
know what they're
games-
doing.
Don't they know there's like a 10 megabyte file containing every Atari game ever on the internet?
I like what this comment says. Unless it plays the original carts, which it doesn't, I don't care that it plays old Atari games. Anything can do that today. Probably a regular digital watch.
You could probably put those games in Skyrim. Just mod them in.
Yo, a TI-84 Skyrim port with Atari games in the Skyrim port. That is meta.
So yeah, Atari brought an empty box with an LED in it for GDC, and they said it'll eventually be a box full of things and it will run Linux. So that's all we know.
Right, so what will sell more? This Atari thing or Labo?
Labo.
A cardboard
Labo
box
has
or a
Nintendo
wooden
on it.
box?
Labo will easily outsell them.
Labo's also
Well,
cheaper.
why though? Why would people buy cardboard?
Why would
It's
people?
tech-
It's technically a game, and then cardboard,
It's technically not just cardboard. There's a
and you can make your own games. It's like Mario Maker, but like with like more in-depth
With
programming
cardboard.
stuff. And cardboard. The actual cardboard kits don't cost that much. They're like
you're buying the
they're
software.
like $7 to $10 or something.
Yeah, you're buying the software. It's fine. It's justified.
Still $70. It's a tough pill to swallow for a game that's for interacting with cardboard.
Nah, no, it's fine. See, it's reawakening your imagination.
See, I don't want my
No.
game's replayability to be based on the durability of cardboard.
You get replacement cardboard if the cardboard.
But
Yeah,
at what
that costs
point,
more money.
I think you can like.
You can make your
I think
own.
Nintendo said you can. They're going to like publish the.
Yeah,
cardboard
but
kits.
like that means you
or
have
something.
to like print out the sheets and stuff. Go buy your own
Yeah.
cardboard, cut them out with a scalpel.
It's fine. It's fine. It's about the experience. Fine.
It's questionable.
Nah, it's gonna sell really well. I hope you know that. At least in for the first week, I'd say. That's my prediction.
Yeah, this is gonna be the one where they've learned from their mistakes and they actually stock. Like they have a stock of it, and then no one will buy it. They'll have more cardboard they know what to do with, and they'll start making cardboard amiibos.
Oh my god,
Cardboard
cardboard
amiibos.
amiibos. No, you know they're coming.
That could actually happen. There could be like a Nintendo Labo Man cardboard amiibo or something.
Yo, that's gonna be crazy when they have to like show you the step-by-step instructions how to build like an NFC chip using cardboard.
Using cardboard.
They give you some graphite tape.
Right,
Just, make a circuit out of this.
right, some graphite tape. They're like, oh, take a penny and some tin snips. That would be insane. If Nintendo actually pulled that off.
This is the real ECE 100.
Yeah. Oh, that went worse. But all right, VCS. Are you excited? Who's hype?
No, I'm not hyped
No.
for this. Why would I buy this? Atari wide.
See, Sea of Thieves had a fun little controversy that apparently got shut down. So there's this thing called Games Pass for Xbox, which apparently I think isn't that like a subscription thing where you get free games every month?
Yes,
Yes.
I think.
I don't know the specifics. I don't have it. But what you could do is you could sign up for it, then you get Sea of Thieves for free, and you cancel your subscription immediately, and you keep Sea of Thieves. So you have to pay. You don't pay $60 for it. You pay whatever the subscription fee was. So I guess they caught on to that because people are doing it, and they're like, no more.
Hmm.
Is Jake saying something?
No,
Okay, there we go.
No.
this
Yeah, that's
article
all I had to
this
say.
article was given 1 star out of 5.
That's probably fair.
Our take.
Isn't Sea of Thieves like a mediocre game at best? Anyway,
It's a great
That game looks great.
sandbox for a
Yeah.
game that could exist in the future. But that game
yeah,
doesn't
it's like a.
yet.
That's what I heard. It's like a good beta
those
or
games-
something.
One of those games that will be good once they get around to putting content in it. 'Cause
Yeah,
there's
So
a
it's
lot,
No Man's Sky. All
It
over
does
again?
it does look really fun.
pretty much.
And it's exactly the kind of game I've been asking for like years. Like an open
one-piece game?
like an open worldy pirate
What about
multiplayer
Sid Meier's
online game.
Pirates?
That's a different that fulfills a different part of that. Sid Meier's Pirates is an excellent game. Do not
You're
get me
just
wrong.
jealous because you got shot down in the first level.
There's not even levels. Anywho,
Well, once again,
Switch
Microsoft screws over their consumer.
Isn't this one old news?
Switch
Just come
owners,
from Kotaku. Why do all these take me to YouTube and then take me away from YouTube?
because Julian got some of these topics from a YouTuber.
Gross.
Yeah.
So all the links are forked.
You're just stealing content.
Switch owners say third-party docks are bricking their consoles.
I heard a bit about that. Sounds like where do you get a third-party dock from and why?
Because there
Oh,
are
yeah.
docks that have like some niceties that the Switch dock doesn't have.
It's a segue. What apparently I think it was USB-C that the Switch can't handle properly, and it keeps like melting switches.
But that's what the Switch
That's probably a very similar issue to this.
that's what the Switch connects with.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
It was some type of USB. I don't know those specifics, and I read this article.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was like if you use a third-party like accessory of any kind, and you plug it in, it'll break or melt the Switch.
Well, this one says that with some of these third-party docks, the dock busts up the USB-C port on the consoles, rendering them unable to charge.
Jeez.
Wow.
Bricked switches.
Maybe the third party companies have a deal with Nintendo for doing this on purpose. So the
Maybe they
person who
don't
buy
have a
another
maybe they
Switch
don't have a
console.
deal with Nintendo.
So yeah, this apparently happened after a recent update to the Switch. They released version 5.0 for the Switch, and now all of a sudden, a whole bunch of people's Switches who are using these third-party docks are having problems. Nintendo issued a statement recommending that Switch owners only buy officially licensed Switch products.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, in all fairness, they say unlicensed products and accessories do not undergo Nintendo's testing and evaluation process. They might not work at all with our game systems, and they could have compatibility problems with certain games, the Nintendo Switch system itself, and other licensed accessories and peripherals. Compatibility
makes sense,
problems
like,
with the Switch and bricking the Switch are two very different things. And
What's
apparently,
bricking the Switch?
what do you mean? What do you mean by that?
What item is bricking the Switch?
The Nyko portable docking kit.
What?
And
People are buying that?
people are buying the
Yes.
dock, but okay.
Jake says apparently it has more features than the regular Nintendo
they're-
Switch dock.
And it's cheaper. So
But as a side effect, it might kill your console.
okay, but that isn't until recently. So the thing is, a lot of people were using this thing, right? And then Nintendo updated the Switch, like with the new firmware version, and then all of a sudden a bunch of people's systems started dying.
Okay.
So like there's an interaction here that didn't happen before, but it happens now.
That's just kind of an unfortunate scenario.
Yeah, I mean it isn't an officially nice licensed dock, so.
I
And
guess you can say Nintendo should switch their hardware lineup. Am I right, guys?
by the way, as far as I know,
Please die.
okay, so Insignia has a dock that is Nintendo licensed, and no one is having problems with that one.
It's just Nyko.
This
Okay.
yeah, this Nyko dock. Nyko representative told Kotaku the company is aware of the issue some portable docking kits owners are facing after the firmware update. We believe it is related to the way the Switch handles AV output while the console is docked on the portable docking kit.
AV output?
Yeah, audio video.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, and apparently people are losing their save data over this because you cannot back up your save data for your Switch.
Because the Nintendo is awful.
Because the Switch really can't do much. It can only play games. So at a minimum, it should be able to do game stuff pretty well, including being able to back up your save data, transfer them, etc.
You act like Nintendo should they focus on modernizing their hardware, but they don't.
They're not interested in providing a premium gaming experience. They're interested in making great games. Everything else, they couldn't care less about making their system work or not explode. As long as Breath of the Wild is pretty quality,
And it is. And the Switch as a console is fine for the most part. The software
For a
is
handheld, it's fine.
They
For a home
ruined the
console, it's
UI.
bad.
They used to have a good UI. Now they just have PlayStation's UI, but worse. Okay, it's not worse. It's just
okay. It's. Have you seen the PlayStation just made their UI? Oh yeah, that's might be worth mentioning.
What?
The PlayStation UI is worse. With
What's
the new
up?
update. With the new update, the PlayStation UI is so much worse. It got way worse.
Wait, they updated it?
Yes.
There's an update.
Wait, when did this happen? I was on earlier today.
Okay, I don't know when the update happened because like I looked and I had no notification of an update. But now the folders for like the different things on there that are built in like or your apps like TV, video and those different groups that they have. Now if you click on them, the interface is totally different. Instead of just offering you all the squares with all your apps, it now brings you into a whole nother program that recommends you a bunch of crap and whatever, and then across the top it's got little icons for your.
I got you. Yeah, I opened up the video one because I wanted to download the YouTube app because I went home for spring break and I didn't have my computer. And to access that app, I had to scroll through a whole page of ads.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was new. I thought that was just how it is.
Well, what do you mean a whole? Because I'm saying, okay, now you click it and it opens a whole full screen app totally separate from your home screen. And then across the top, it's got your like Netflix, YouTube, whatever. And then the rest is all just video recommendations.
You remember when achievements and trophies didn't need their own app? and they didn't
what?
take 10 minutes to load.
Yeah, Sony.
That's how that works on PS4. What? What?
And Xbox now too.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Here's the thing that I don't understand though about Nintendo. All right, the PS4, for all of its shortcomings and problems, the UI and all that has tons of stuff in it. It's huge. How is it possible that they have gotten all that accomplished, but the Switch can't even get Netflix running on the bitch? How hard could it be?
The Wii U has Netflix, so it
The
can
Wii
be
U
done. The 3DS has Netflix.
The 3DS has Netflix?
Yes, it does.
How on earth
So
does
I don't know
anyone?
what you're gonna
How do people use that? It's like less than
Netflix have
standard
on 3DS?
definition. It's like less than standard
Yeah.
definition resolution.
I don't know.
That sounds awful. All right. More power to you. Yeah.
Maybe I might have watched a movie on my 3DS one day when I was like 13.
Jesus.
I don't know why I did, but I did it.
Wait, did the 3DS exist when you were 13?
Yeah, wait, hold up.
It came out in 2011.
The 3DS or the DS?
The 3DS.
Wait, were you
3DS?
13 in 2011?
I'm
Yeah,
like,
hold on.
hold on.
I
I'm really tired.
graduated high school in 2013, so
Give me a second.
I was
Okay,
18
my
then.
I watched a movie when I was like 16, 17. Whoops. Doesn't matter. The point is, 3DS has Netflix.
That's a weird point.
So the Switch probably should have something. Or
They'll
at
probably get it
least
eventually.
have more features for their game stuff, like saving and save backups and transfers and
Cloud storage.
cloud storage,
Yeah, just getting the save off the console.
Yeah, that is undoubtedly easy for them to do.
Like, just some way to make it USB. Oh my god, it's real.
It's real. Netflix on the 3DS. Oops. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I don't know why the Switch is like just a GIMP console that just plays games. I don't know. But it doesn't matter because it's selling really well.
Yep.
Maybe that's fair. I don't care about any of that other crap 99% of the time. So it doesn't bother me.
All right. So yeah, console's getting bricked. It's probably Nyko's fault. I don't know. I guess don't buy sketchy, cheap
Alright.
adapters for your Switch.
Okay. Alright.
All right.
Next topic.
Video Game Hall of Fame finalists.
So, see, all these games are like old as shit, and I always
How is-
thought that
yeah.
they were on the list already.
I can kind of understand Half-Life,
Wait,
kind of, but
is
Tomb Raider and Metroid? What? How are they not in the Video Game Hall of Fame already?
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Okay,
whoa, whoa,
so
whoa,
if-
whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up a sec.
Yeah.
How is King's Quest not in the Hall of Fame yet?
What's what?
What?
King's Quest. It's on the list for this.
What is on the list?
King's Quest.
Oh, King's Quest. Wait, which King's Quest?
King's Quest, the whole series, I guess. Or maybe the original? I guess the original.
I mean, I guess it deserves it. But, like-
Metroid.
Okay, Asteroids. How is that not there? That's like
Yeah,
alright,
Asteroids
Call
is
of-
kind of
Call of Duty
unbelievable.
1, I don't know about that. Dance Dance Revolution.
Hey.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
that should definitely
No.
be there.
Yeah, Dance
Final
Dance
Fantasy-
Revolution should definitely be there.
Final Fantasy 7?
Yes.
Really?
Sure.
It isn't
Is-
there? What?
Is 6
What?
in?
John Madden Football?
Oh, that's a bit.
King's Quest, Metroid, Minecraft? Wait,
Okay,
what's all
Minecraft.
these old ass games in Minecraft? Like, that seems really out of place to be competing with Asteroids.
Yeah, I think that's the most
How
recent.
is
the
Miss
thing.
Pac-Man is not in the Video Game Hall of Fame?
Neither is
Are you
Asteroids.
serious? Or what?
Which, by the
How
way,
does this work? Is there a panel? Is there some kind of criteria? Did they just wing it?
you can cast your bullet once a day at
Oh, the voting ends today.
So
World
it's
Video Game
public
Hall of
vote?
Fame.
Well, I had to vote for King's Quest. You're right, Jake.
All right,
This is
I
stupid.
will
I'll
submit
tell it
my
I'm
vote
not.
based on what the viewers say. So everyone
DVR.
spam in the chat what you want.
We know you're gonna vote for King's Quest.
I want to vote for King's Quest. And
The fact that Hall of
So
Fame is based on a fan request
Yeah,
and
oh,
not
come on.
fame of what?
yeah, you think this would be done by some sort of? I mean, I guess it can't be
Board?
done like objectively, but like, yeah. How many get in?
I have no idea.
Oh, 3 games. Oh no, there is a board. There's
I
a
imagine it's like the country.
yeah, the 3 games with the most public votes get a special player's choice ballot. So that's one
This is
ballot
stupid.
out of the 27 members of the board.
I am offended.
So it
Meaningless.
is it is
Meaningless.
it is 1/28th of the vote for the 3 most popular games.
Oh my! So there are 30 votes, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but what?
And
How
27
many?
of them come
How
from
many
like
make
people
it?
who know what they're doing. 3, you said, right?
No, that's how many. That's how many of the top 3 games will be used as a special player's choice ballot. But
Okay.
it doesn't say. I'm assuming that means 3 get in. Maybe.
I just don't understand how like
Okay.
Pac-Man and Asteroids have been waiting this long to get in, and then they put Minecraft. Shouldn't
Yeah,
that game have to wait?
Look
like 2
who
more
got
decades?
it. Look who got in last year. 4
Who got in
games.
last year?
4 games, by the way. 4 games get in. Pokemon Red and
Okay.
Green, Street Fighter 2, Donkey Kong, and Halo Combat Evolved. Halo Combat Evolved made it in
These things
before
are
Mrs.
not like
Pac-Man.
others.
Wait,
One
wait,
of
wait,
these
wait,
things
wait,
is
wait.
not like the other.
The original Donkey Kong just got in last year.
Yes.
And it beats Street Fighter 2 and Portal and Mortal Kombat. Wait. And Tomb Raider, which is back. And Microsoft Windows Solitaire.
This is stupid. What the?
That's just not fair.
Oh my
That alone makes me think this whole thing is a meme.
Alright.
How did that get on the list? I think it's earned the spot on the list. Honestly, it's a game everyone has played.
Well, the chat is
It's-
right
okay,
now
But
50-50
it's
on Final.
solitaire.
It does not deserve to win, but it does deserve to be in the voting from time to time.
Just tell me that Tetris is in the video game Hall of Fame, right?
Oh,
Um,
let's-
Where do I even?
let's-
Oh yeah, inducted
There's a-
games. All right.
There's a
Wow, it's a very short list.
Doom got in. Oh, Legend of Zelda's in. The Oregon Trail's in. Okay, these people are. Okay, the original Pac-Man's in. They've got Pong, The Sims for some reason.
I like
Wait,
how.
Street Fighter 2 is in.
How did
Or is it
Grand
not?
Theft Auto 3 and Halo Combat Evolved get in before Legend of Zelda?
Oh, okay. Tetris made it.
Oh no, wait, no, it
Okay.
didn't. No, it didn't. I see.
Mario Bros just got in 2015, and Tetris just got in 2015. Okay. All right.
Yep. This is bizarre.
How long has this been around? Like,
Well, 4
I don't know,
years.
their website's terrible. So
This is apparently the.
wait, how long did you say?
Well, there's
Oh, that explains a lot.
There's
then.
only 16 games on the list so far, so they've only had 4 years so far, and this is year 5.
that makes a lot of sense.
That makes
Okay.
a lot more sense.
The world video game. Okay, so this doesn't mean anything.
It's still stupid they're doing a fan request to do this. They should just like do it based on like notoriety and like fame and history in the video game industry.
Yeah. Okay. Halo Combat Evolved. I mean, good game or whatever. And Grand Theft Auto 3, but like, come on.
They don't-
Compared to like for like importance in the industry, like, did they
yeah,
really
okay, yeah,
set?
Asteroids and Miss Pac-Man. and
Yeah,
stuff.
like, did they
be
set
fair,
precedent
Halo
for
did.
like
Halo did define the precedent for current shooters,
Combat Evolved did?
but like there are so many more choices.
And Metroid should already be in here. Like it's stupid that we have to vote for Metroid and Asteroids
Yeah.
and Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, like you would think like a lot of the games that defined a genre should get in first.
Yeah.
Which King's Quest,
You,
which I'm
like,
voting
you
for.
would think that these games like they wouldn't even allow anything like younger
Oh,
than the
GoldenEye.
game,
That's a
older
good.
than
That's
the
a good
game,
point.
like N64 and below. If even they want to include the N64.
Yeah, Mario 64 too. That's a good
Oh
point.
yeah, Super Mario 64. Yeah, like the original 3D platformer. Like
Clearly, they aren't ready to be taken seriously.
yeah, I don't know. This is bizarre.
Crazy, noisy, bizarre museum. That's that.
Part
Haha.
5 when.
Never. We're getting Loop on the third part over
Wait, they're making
JoJo
more
Part
Loop.
5.
They're making Lupin the Third
Yeah,
again. Huh?
yeah.
That's not a name I've heard in a long time.
All right.
All right, the same topic with a different name.
Yeah, I think we all agree that this is
Needs
kind of
work.
dumb.
Yeah, like
I like the
think
idea
some-
of a video game Hall of Fame. I do. But like this isn't it.
it's a good idea, but it's poorly executed.
Why? I just don't get it. Why are they allowing more modders? Like, why does Minecraft get to be on there when they can have more Super Nintendo games that I don't.
Arcanus Wolf has a point. Donkey Kong Country should also be there, or at least the first one.
Yeah, well. Who cares? All right, let's move on.
Who cares?
To something a little more relevant, the top 10 games in Japan in 2017, or the best-selling games anyway, which I'll quickly inform the viewers, which that is number 1, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon, Splatoon
Oui.
2, Monster Hunter World, Dragon Quest XI 3DS
Woo.
version, Super Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Dragon Quest XI PlayStation 4 version, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Yokai Watch Busters 2, and Monster Hunter XX. And then
like it.
consoles, the best-selling console was the Nintendo Switch at 3.5 million units, followed by the PlayStation 4, then the Nintendo 3DS, the PlayStation Vita, and then the Xbox One selling 16,000 units in 2017 in Japan. 1/250th of the Switch sales.
Yeah.
So
I'm actually kind of surprised. Ultra Sun and Moon is the top-selling Pokemon game, or it's the top-selling game in Japan, because it's basically just a rehash of Sun and Moon.
well, it's
I guess
technically
it's
I guess
Pokemon,
it's
so it doesn't
technically
matter.
number 2. Like if you take Dragon Quest, both the Dragon Quest XI games, and add them together, it's the best-selling game by far,
Oh,
followed by
okay.
Pokemon. So it isn't quite the top of the list. That'd be Dragon Quest XI.
I guess that makes sense because Japan loves Dragon Quest, so
And who wouldn't? It's a great series.
yeah.
Everyone likes
Hey.
slimes with little cute eyes on them.
Yeah, Jake, you saw me playing one of their off-brand games.
Yeah. Off-brand? Off-brand
The
meaning not
Dynasty
one of the
Warriors clone.
mainline games, or
Dragon
Yeah.
Quest Heroes.
Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
Dynasty Warriors clone.
Okay.
The only one I don't particularly understand is their obsession with Yokai Watch.
Apparently, it's a decent game, and it's not a Pokemon. So I don't know. I've never played it, so I can't say it from personal experience. It's just from what I've heard. So
I have no idea. I
That's a franchise I'll probably never play in my life.
yeah, same.
Yep.
But
But I know they love Dragon Quest and Pokemon.
If you
And
haven't played it,
Splatoon.
you should play Dragon Quest VIII either on the PS2 or on the 3DS. I hear it makes a good remake.
Play Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, I'm a fraud. I need to play that.
Yeah, same. I heard the Steam version it sucks, but they're
Oh,
updating it now.
it's the iOS and Android
Uh,
port.
Oh yeah, they said they're updating
Oh.
it though, which is kind of weird.
They're gonna update it to the sprites to be the original sprites,
So they're
but it might still
Downgrading it.
feel like a phone game. No, the sprites are terrible. You want the original.
okay.
Like, have you seen the Final Fantasy ports?
Is there a version of it that doesn't suck?
The Wii version. The
You're
one I
better off
have,
You might as well emulate.
Can,
No,
can
just buy it from the Nintendo eShop. Dust off your Wii U.
oh shit, my Wii U has a ton of dust on it. Oh god. I just looked over at it. It's like solid gray. Like it's right here. Like, my PlayStation's been sitting there just as long, and that doesn't have that. Wait, doesn't it? Okay, it has a thin layer of dust, but it's not nearly as noticeable.
it's because the Wii U's got that glossy finish, so it like attracts dust.
I wasn't ready for that.
Well, case in point, you should dust off your Wii U, regardless of if you're gonna play it or not.
You know, the Nintendo eShop though is actually kind of decent. If you're not a dirty emulator. We don't condone that on this podcast. Right, Lerone?
Well, I mean, they literally took the phone version and put it on Steam and expected people to buy it. Well, that's insulting.
It's a Super Nintendo game. How? Why? Why can't they just?
There's
I
also a DS version of Chrono Trigger, but
Oh yeah,
I assume it's out of print, so it might be kind of hard to find.
it showed up at Disc Replay from time to time. Remember that?
Yeah.
But it was always like $60. It's
Yeah.
like the Pokemon games. It sells more used than it does new.
It doesn't make any
Yeah,
sense.
it's still $60 on Amazon. So I mean, well, it's $53.69. Used, it's $40.99. You know,
Well,
it really should be like $20 or whatever, at most. 10 really.
are you talking about Puyo Puyo Tetris? Because you're right.
No.
Okay, no, you're tripping. $20 for Puyo Puyo Tetris is fine. I don't see the,
It's a
the
lot of
outrage for that.
That's a lot of money for a phone game.
It's not a phone game.
Tetris is not a phone game.
It's not. I don't mean it as literally a game you play on your phone, but it's like
That's insulting.
the same.
It's a
No,
puzzle
it's
game.
not.
Wait, what?
It's like this. It's like the
No,
same
it's not
level
like
of.
a phone game.
It's like the same
Yeah,
level of
I agree.
content and depth. And
No,
It's actually not.
it's not.
I know shit all about Puyo Puyo Tetris, to be honest. I was just surprised when I saw the price based on what I
20
see.
You were
What?
surprised by $20.
What are you expecting?
15, 10.
Aren't you rich? And you're scoffing at a $20 game?
Hold up, that's just not fair.
200K is an okay wage, right, Jake?
Well, everyone, thanks for joining us this week on the chat. This is episode 12. Follow us on our Facebook and Twitter that we do not
Wait, are
have.
we actually ending, or are you joking?
That actually
fine
was
with
our
ending.
last topic. So it
Yeah.
was. This is
Oh,
actually a
hold
good.
on.
This is my first good segue of the night.
Give me like 30 seconds.
Okay, no, end it before he can. He can
Well, we have-
chill.
Wait. There's actually one thing I want to say before we end the stream.
All right.
All right. So Bill Trennan briefly mentioned Smash Brothers on the Nintendo Power podcast. And he was like, "Yeah, it's a game that's coming out. The tournament that's going to happen are going to have like interesting players and stuff." And that was it. And then
I could have told you that.
Gee, that sounds like all the crap we already know.
yeah. It was actually nothing.
Well,
I tuned into that just to see what he would say, and I was,
I
kinda mad I
find
wasted-
it interesting Nintendo's approach with Smash this time around, with just like saying absolutely nothing other than
what the heck?
other than inklings. Things are in Smash. Link might be getting a new look, and then that.
Okay, see, with Smash 4, do you remember the reason they didn't have a good single player like Subspace Emissary?
Sakurai was mad. Subspace Emissary of the cutscenes.
Yeah, he was mad about the cutscenes. So instead of making that, he made a huge marketing thing with cutscenes. He said instead of having cutscenes in the game, they'll be outside of the game. So if we don't get those cutscenes, that means he's probably putting something like the Subspace Emissary back in.
Maybe.
Or he's just super lazy and we're going to get a half-ass Smash 4 port.
I mean, Brawl had Subspace Emissary and it had trailers for the character announcements.
It's just Smash 4, but with Subspace Emissary, like the exact one from Brawl, except whenever like Snake or someone shows up, they're just a black box.
A censored bar.
It's just Bayonetta.
It's just like you walk around and you're Snake, except it's all bleeps for the sound effects, and there's a big censored bar in front of the character.
Just royalty-free music and sound effects.
It's something that sounds vaguely like Solid Snake music. Or like
so it's Rivals of Aether.
They get Kojima himself to come on.
Rivals of Aether. Yeah, it's super generic, forgettable background music. Is that what you're talking about with Rivals of Aether?
Yeah. I'm kidding. I've never played the game. I'm just
No. Seriously, Rivals of Aether has like the most forgettable, terrible background music for a fighting game I've ever encountered.
Okay.
Wasn't that made by someone like one person?
The music or the game? The game's a whole team of people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the music leaves a lot to be desired. Yet sometimes I see people online like rave like, "Oh, the music is so good." It's like, no, it's not. It's like they're like every song sounds the same, and they're on like really short loops. I don't know. It's like the least polished thing about that game. But anyway, that's been our stream for tonight. Sponsors spot. Who is sponsoring?
We don't have sponsors.
Who is
Stop
sponsoring?
shilling for free.
Follow the stream.
This week has been sponsored by Skillshare. If you want to level up,
No, it isn't. Stop.
You want to level up your knowledge on shit.
Why? Why do you do this to us?
Go to Skillshare.com/thechat for 10% off your first 2 months.
All right, wait. I want to do the same thing, Laurent.
No.
Follow the stream.
And we are.
Well, I stream every day. When do you stream?
I stream twice a day.
Follow the stream.
Guaranteed.
God damn it.
Oh, no, we're not doing it. Nice job, Jake.
Please tell me we're done.
Oh God, that's the wrong one.
How did you do that?
That's the dashboard link. Hold up. All right, follow the stream. Also, this week we were also sponsored by Google.
I fucking hate you.
If you need a new phone or some shit, Google's got some offerings. All right. Thank you all for joining.
I have a perfect outro song.
What's the outro song? Give it to me.
All right. Lit Right Now by Sydney McGee.
I see Pokemon on the stream, so let's get a Pokemon.
All right, Lit Right Now by Sydney McGee. Everyone have a good night.
Yo, Paige, wake up! I'm coming to get you right now. We're getting Taco Bell. I'm so lit. Get up. Paige,
What?
Get up,
is this trash?
Oh my god.
What? What?
It's a perfect outro song. Well, what do you mean?
What is it? Close the stream. Just stop. Just stop.
Oh my god, this is like as bad as possible.
No, this is amazing. This is amazing. This is the best song of 2020.
They're actually advertising Taco Bell right now in the middle of the song.
Please. Please
Keep
end
playing
my
it. Keep
misery.
playing it. Don't let the stream end.
End the suffering. Let bygones be bygones. Let Taco Bell go back to just whatever they were doing before they were serving food. Breakfast, I don't know. Just put it all to rest, Jake. End the stream.
This is one
I
of
know,
the
I
best
have to
songs
let
I've
this
ever
play
heard.
out now. I have to. What does that even mean? My phone is always wet. What does that mean?
Yeah, I can't explain that. I don't know.
These lyrics are so bad. Why is this in a Taco Bell
She likes Taco Bell.
and
Don't be a
Mountain
hater.
Dew? All the flavors.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Will you get banned for showing that?
Oh, there's a dab.
Oh yeah, it's cringe.
Nah, it'll be fine. We can show this.
Okay. So the first time I saw this, I actually cringed in real life. Like,
I'm cringing right now, so me too.
Yeah.
pretty sure it's one of the worst songs I've ever heard.
It's awful.
You clearly haven't heard me sing.
You. Yeah, everyone forget you saw that. All right, bye.
Oh, thank God.